How's it going? Here we are, week 17. Didn't think it'd ever come, did you? Well, it is over this week. Friday's the last day. Get everything in. I reopened the extra points. So the deadline is this week. Everything's this week. Get it all in. Hope you guys got something out of this class, this humanities class. We covered many centuries, and we still have centuries to go. The future, what to behold? What is the future? We now watch TikTok movies that are 10 seconds long, and we get bored with those. So what's the future hold? I don't know. For music, for art, is AI going to do all our paintings for us? Are you going to be satisfied with that? Is that going to be some sort of great human endeavor if AI does our paintings, our films, our acting, our poetry? Um, I hope you guys are looking at your future and you're trying to figure out what to do next. I always tell people to follow their passion in the arts, especially. If your passion is being an insurance salesman, do the best you can. If your passion is being, um, go to Wall Street and be an accountant, have at it. But if your passion is music or dance or poetry, I'm going to wish you all the best luck in the world because it's a fulfilling life to be creative. And yes, you can have 5 extra jobs to support the rent as long as you're doing some creative on the side. It will save the day. It will save your day. It saves the world. Art saves the world. And that's a fact. Wars don't save the world. Politics don't save the world. What saves the world is Pablo Picasso and Rembrandt and the Beatles and Nirvana and Tupac. And yes, I'll even say Taylor Swift. Oh my God, I said it. I said it out loud. Please forgive me. But she's putting out a body of work that's impressive, not to be taken lightly. I wish she wouldn't be so perfect. I like to see some flaws in people. That's why I like punk rock. Lots of flaws because that's where the honest authenticity is flaws. Rock and roll isn't perfect. Opera is kind of perfect, and that's why I like alternative music to opera. And perfection is a thing that we shouldn't even try to. Who defines perfection? I love it when I order coffee at Starbucks. Every time I order the coffee, the barista goes, "Oh, perfect." They don't even know what they're saying. This just by rote. Somebody put that in a script for them. Why is it perfect? Why ordering a cup of black coffee? Uh, why is that perfect? And why are you saying it's perfect? I know it's to encourage us to think that they drink what we drink, but they don't. But it's perfect. Anyway, there's no such thing as perfection. There is only the flaws in our humanness. And that's what this course is all about, the humanities. What are the humanities? Hope you got a little taste of what they are, what they could be, what they can be, and how important they are. To our taste of what they are, what they could be, what they can be, and how important they are. To our survival. We are the humanities. Our collective existence is the humanities. What we do right now with the environment, with the wars were raged everywhere, with violence against gays and women and people of color. Our humanities encompasses all of that. We should be writing about it. We should be making films about it. We should be painting awesome paintings uh, that get out our passion for the world we live in. This is it, folks. This is where we live. Some of you have a longer future. My future is not so long. I've been around a long time and I went through a lot of things. And those things make you who you are. And that's the culture. From the Vietnam War to Kennedy's assassination, I was alive through all that. Through the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, through Nirvana playing Smells Like Teen Spirit. There's a great wealth of material out there if you live long enough and you get to respect those things in the culture and you pay homage to them. Hopefully you guys get more education. I always tell people education never stops. Um, I didn't get my master's degree until I was 50. Believe me, folks, you can't even imagine how old I felt getting that. But it's given me employment and jobs, and that's been great. Um, so you never know where your education takes you. Uh, the point of this humanities class is to give you a survey of the arts for the last 500 years. I hope we've provided some insight to paintings and movies and music. When you go to grad school, you'll have classes that will tackle one artist the whole semester, and that's a great thing. Once you get up to the higher education and college, I would love to teach Andy Warhol for 17 weeks. I could do it. I'd love it. It'd be a challenge. I'd love to teach Nirvana for 17 weeks. Um, Taylor Swift, I could give her a day or two. Sorry, I don't know if I could do 17 weeks. That would be a challenge, but I'm sure you could if you are passionate about that. I want you guys to follow your passion and in your art and your heart. And I know it's tough out there. Rents are sky high. It's crazy the world you're inheriting. Um, the ice caps are melting. The oceans are getting warm. We're having flooding where we shouldn't have flooding. We're having tornadoes where we shouldn't have tornadoes. It's pretty mixed up out there. But if you do good, you think good thoughts, you do good deeds, and you don't mess it up, you'll be fine. Be a good citizen of our world we have. It depends on you. Treat others how you deserve to be treated, how we all deserve to be treated. Leave the anger and the hate and the racism, the sexism and the anti-gay sentiment. Leave it. Leave it. We don't need it. We're not a perfect people, but through philosophy, if you read philosophy, through novels, maybe you're going to write a novel. Through documentary films, which I never got to cover because this is in a film class. If you take my film class, I cover documentaries. Um, there's a whole spectrum of way to express ourselves, to express our joy, our love, our hate, our anger through the arts. I hope you do that. I hope you take what you've taken in this class and you expand on it. Take more humanities, take more art. Don't ever walk by a museum, go in, spend 10 minutes and go in. See the latest movies, the latest paintings, know what's going on in our culture when it comes to art. I know this class is a lot of it in the past, but what's going on right now? I just heard a great, I read a lot of books, and I just heard this great interview on Terry Gross show. It's on NPR radio. And she was talking to this woman I admire, Hannah, and she was in a punk rock band called Bikini Kill. And, she's up there, getting up there, my age or so, maybe not that old, but I understand her. I remember her very well and her other bands. And she's written a book about her difficult childhood with the difficult parents who never encouraged her to be creative or to really do anything besides survive. And what do we expect our parents to do? Well, my parents didn't give me much either. I learned everything from watching movies, from reading books, for self education. It's not that my parents didn't care, they just didn't know any better. I don't blame them, but I also am grateful to them. They're no longer with us. They're in here. They never leave there. And I'm thankful for them to creating who I am, who my brothers are. We're pretty good guys. We're thoughtful, we're smart, we believe in reading, we believe in art, and we have the same musical taste. Most of it. My older brother's a little more country and western than I like, but that's his like. That's all right. Um, so maybe you have siblings that are close and you all like the same music, the same things. That's great. But some of us don't have the family around us anymore. I have nobody around me. My brothers are not around. I mean, they're alive, but they're not here. And so you get to the point where you're on your own. And now I have these classes, even though I don't see you. And I'm sorry about that. Maybe we'll be back in the classroom. I know they're remodeling my building out there, Chess College. They've been saying that for 3 years now. Anyway, I hope you guys accomplish your dreams. When someone says no to you with your dream, I'm not talking about a date or sex. Listen to what people say, folks. Be careful out there. I'm saying when I was trying to make a movie in 1991, I had a screenplay that I'd written. My producer, who was my girlfriend, we went around asking for money, and we got some. We got $30,000, and then, but I had more people saying no than ever before. It's not commercial enough. Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever? Would you put my girlfriend in it? Would you put my family in it? Would you? There's all these things you're compromising on all the time, and we made our movie, and 100 people said no to us. You push back. You keep pushing forward. I believe in the punk rock ethos. Do it yourself, DIY. Do it yourself. I've published my novels myself. I've published my plays. I don't wait for some corporation to put their seal of approval on me. If you do that, well, good luck. Maybe it'll work for you. But if not, do it yourself. When I had my rock band, we advertised it. We put out posters. We made our own CD and sold them at the show. Do it yourself. Don't let anybody stop you from doing your passion because the naysayers don't rule my life and they shouldn't rule yours either. People who say no are afraid. They're afraid of failing, and you'll never fail if you keep pushing through with what you know is right and righteous, as long as you're not hurting anybody. And with that, I bid you adieu. Maybe I'll see you down the road in another class. Maybe I'll see you at Starbucks. I won't know you, but you'll recognize me. How can you not? How can you not forget this face? Anyway, my name is Rex Haas Thompson, filmmaker, novelist, playwright, former singer for the punk band Scary Elvis, still in the game, still creating, still alive with passion about how the arts and creativity is the only truth. It's the holy truth. With that said, good luck. Give me a week to read all your papers because I have 7 days to get the final grades in. And it's a lot of stuff to read. Thank you for being a participation in this class. Thanks for taking this journey. It's over already. Well, it ends in 4 days. I'll see you down the road. Thank you.